Hi guys, welcome back to Otter's RC Garage. Today we're back in the garage and I'm pulling back out an old one that you guys probably haven't seen since my first few videos. So today, this is what we're going to be working on. This is my Exceed or Redcat buggy. Same thing, it's an HSP also. Basically it's a Chinese buggy that is a nitro buggy. We put, in one of my first videos, we put a new piston in this, a new sleeve in this, and broke it in, got it running pretty well. I did put a roto start on this originally as well, but I've changed a few things up, so I'm going to show you that. I've also got this thing fully broken in now, so it is ready to run. So we are going to, later on in this video, take it out, we're going to go across the street, and we are going to get an actual good speed run for you. Might not be the fastest one of these things can go. I mean, I'm not a professional tuner when it comes to these nitro engines, but I'm pretty good at it. I'm not bad. Let's get busy. I'm going to show you what all went wrong. First thing to go wrong. Look at that body. Notice how melted it looks? Well, off. So there you can see, yeah, all nice and melted. So I broke this buggy in using the Adam Drake method, which is 4 tanks of just sitting there idling, and that's just to get it sort of seated in and get it ready to be broken in. After that, you do 1 tank at quarter throttle, you do another tank at half throttle, then you do another tank at 3/4 throttle, and another tank at full throttle. I was finishing up that full throttle tank run, and I gotten one done. I just fill it back up with fuel because Hudson had a slash out, and you know, I wanted to go bash around and show him what this can do. Of course, it just all of a sudden got loud as could be, started running like crap and everything. Well, I'll show you here. The exhaust manifold decided it was going to come off. I did a starter conversion. I've actually, if you can see, put a Traxxas Easy Start system on this. It is not supposed to fit on there. There was quite a bit of modification to the Easy Start and also to basically just to get it fit in here. But one thing that people would know these buggies will sort of notice, let me get you back up here. I had to relocate the throttle servo to up here. I had to bend new linkages and make everything work. I'm going to also try on this video to suck this down a little bit farther because this does hit the body some. Another thing, got our Duratrax street tires on, and I can tell you what, those tires grip great. I love those. When we were over there, this thing slid nice and sideways thanks to the sway bar we put on and the aluminum control arms. You can see the suspension, even fully extended, sits pretty nice and level. So this thing was a beast over there on the street. I could basically take about any corner I wanted. It does have somewhat of an understeer issue, but it's very, very minor of an understeer issue, to be honest. So obviously we can't run this thing with this melted body. That looks poopy. We can't do that. We're gonna get the exhaust fixed so we don't melt another body. I already went ahead and ordered this Redcat Tornado racing body. This thing is awesome. I already went ahead and cut out the spots for the nitro engine. Threw some stickers on there. We got our Tornado stickers now. Our Redcat emblem up front, right there on the nose. We now officially have a Redcat buggy. So I think that's pretty flashy. I really like the green. I can't wait to see that thing out there actually ripping. Another thing I want to show you on that Traxxas Easy Start. So I ended up mounting the little dongle thing right here onto the wing. It's a perfect little spot for it. And it's got the glow plug warmer, works. Everything works great on this Traxxas Easy Start system. Made this buggy just as reliable, I think, especially with a brand new piston in it, just as reliable as what any of the other Traxxas Nitros are. So we're gonna get this thing fixed. I'm gonna get over there and we're gonna get a top speed run. So here's a little closer look at what we're gonna have to do. The 2 screws came out of there and I ended up losing the gasket. So I ordered a new gasket. The screws, thankfully, they end up just backing out. It's hard to see over here. Let me tilt the buggy. It's hard to see, but they actually got stuck right to that motor. So I didn't lose the screws, thankfully. And I didn't damage the pipe or anything else on the buggy itself. It did make sort of a mess. You can see fluid all over the place down there from shooting out the exhaust, but not too worried about that. So I'm gonna get a new gasket in there, screw that back up. Probably gonna have to just take the motor off the easy start. That looks like that's gonna be the easiest option for that. Just take the motor off, then I can get to those screws and tighten everything down and put the motor back on the easy start, and I don't gotta take it off the back side of the engine and worry about all that. We're gonna fix it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and wham! And look at that. Ended up having to get some longer screws for these here. They were a bit too short. I think that's why it came free. Also, I was able to get the servo for the throttle sat down inside there. Let me turn it around here. There you can see it a little better. So the servo did sit about a ½ inch higher. Now, of course not. Got the easy start put back in there. So we are ready to rip, guys. Let me throw the body on it. I'm going to show you guys how well that fits now. So the body's on here. As you guys can see, we got our actual tornado banding. So we're officially a Redcat now. But had to cut the body a little bit right here. Let the suspension arms clear. Had to do that on both sides. Got the pipe slot cut for the pipe, slot cut for the head. I did keep it pretty tight and clean. I wanted to leave as much of this body alone as possible. Got a little hole here for my high-speed adjustment needle. Of course, the hole for the antenna, and our spot for our easy start. So we will never, hopefully, have to sit here and crank and crank and crank on this thing and get it to start. It should just fire right up now. The nice thing about the way I mounted this easy start is there is a gap, so I can get right to that one-way bearing and throw some WD-40 on there if it ever starts spinning on us. So, what do you guys think? You guys ready to rip? Let's get out to the test track. Ready? And we are out here at our little test track for the day. Late afternoon. Got a good bit of asphalt for this little buggy to tear up. I'm going to strap the GPS up on top. I think I'm just going to let the GPS roll, and we'll see at the end of the session how fast I got to. So we should have a GPS session for the whole run, and I can get like an average speed and stuff, and so it might be something pretty cool to look at later. But right now, mainly what I'm worried about is that top speed. I don't think we're going to be hitting the 60 mph the E-Revo hit, but I'd be betting we're hitting above 45. It'd be cool if we could hit 45. So let's see what she can get. Alright, so got the GPS mounted up. We got a top speed of 4 miles an hour. That's just me walking over here with it. But got the Traxxas easy start hooked up to the buggy. Alright, buggy's on. Got the easy start going and hooked up. See if we can get past the GPS to it. Well, I'm gonna try and find something real quick and see if we can't lean it up a little bit. It's definitely running way too rich to get second gear, but first gear only, we have hit 35 miles an hour. So we're gonna lean it up a little bit and let's see how fast we can get when we hit second gear. Alright, so I did a little more running around and did some tuning as well. Best I could get, 36 and a half. After doing some research and whatnot, that's pretty typical of these buggies. I don't think it's actually not hitting second gear. I think the problem is it's stuck in second gear. So, not surprised. I think that's a pretty good good run for it. So, I think this is probably going to be one of the last times we see this buggy, unless for some reason I got a reason to take it out. Maybe I don't know if you guys want to see it on a dirt course. I do have a track down about 10 minutes away I can take it to. We're going to film some of the electrics down there sometime here soon, but let me know what you guys think. If you guys like this, make sure you guys like, subscribe. See you guys next week.